Okay, we're gonna start a new one here, and we're literally just gonna plow through it and start to finish. So, um, here we are. Okay, let's just a second. I want to bring up another photograph. Need to do that. I am hold on. God. Okay, that we get brought over here. There we go. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna be busting our butts here. Hold on. Kind of had a little curve thrown to me. So you can never predict how an art show is going to go. That's what I always say. Oh, you just roll with the punches. I tell you that one right now. That one. Get rid of that one. Hold on. Actually, there we go. That's what I was. Oh, Fatima. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit this one right now. I kind of got thrown a loop. Seven of the eight smaller pages, the 18 by 24 sold. So they all come out of there tomorrow. So normally, and this has been true for every art show before this one, the 18 by 24s, I sell like two, maybe three, not a complete wipeout like I did this time. So Boohoo is Mike. So that means Mike has to try to crank out some more smaller paintings here, and we'll see what we can do. But the key is I'm not going to rush any of them. But I've got some time today. Luckily, at my other ones, I'm toying back and forth of uh, taking down, completely changing out the show. I know the bar manager is probably going, oh, that means I got to hang that many more. That's what it is. Well, when we'll get there. We did good. The lighthouses sold, but not as many as I thought maybe was going to sold. But we're doing good. I mean, we're doing good. But sometimes I think you need to do a complete change out. If you're in for an art show for 2 months, let's just change it out. I'm going to have to work out the logistics on that, but we're working it. Oh well, that's the way it is. But yeah, the small paintings really sold. I was really surprised. And I'm serious. In the past, I could hear some people. Well, I told you the small ones would sold, and I said, not in the past, have they? You just have to roll with the punches. You just really do. So I'm gonna just toss these. Get out a new sponge here. Yeah. So toying with a complete changeover. I can just hear Monroe now, but we'll get there. Okay. So this is this is a photograph I took. I actually have done a painting from the other angle on this one, but it's such a cool contrast with the building behind it was built in, I think it was the late 60s, and it was that, what is that called, brutalism. And so you have this stark contrast of this beautiful blooming. I probably My guess is it's an ornamental cherry. I think that's what it is, Japanese cherry, and it's a beautiful tree right downtown, out in the middle of nowhere. That's Portland. Yeah. Popping through my head. We're doing well. So, like I said, I've done well on the show, but I am thinking what the ones that didn't sell, we're just going to do a complete change out. What the heck? Liven it up. Life is all about that. So we're just gonna come in here with Mars Black. And I was interested. I got a message from Golden Paints, acrylic paints. And remember, I was telling you I had carbon black, and I managed to misorder, and I ordered large tubes of it, which that was my own doing. But then the darn stuff started drying inside of the tube. and thickening up. Sorry about that. Thickening up, and they had a problem with their formula, and they're offering a rebate. So wow, I was like surprised by that. I mean, their acrylics are just excellent, absolutely excellent. I've always used golden acrylic. So we're just gonna come in here. Whoa, couldn't help myself, got excited again. But just draw a line, just like that. But we're gonna start this one start to finish. We're gonna finish this thing. I may go over an hour. You could come in and out as long as you want, whatever you want to do. But that's what I'm doing. Good grief, I got something stuck in my throat here. Sorry about that. But that's what we're doing today. This is the Union Bank building downtown. Big building. Do that. There's a shadow line here. Coming in with Prussian blue because the Prussian's blue. So we're going to do that. We're going to get that background in, and then you've got this part of the building. It's almost dead center half. Right there. And then we have another building here. Couldn't help myself, got excited again. It's an older building. So we kind of already got, and then we're going to come back in here with a Mars black, Mars black. Hey. And then we got ourselves a little Honda sitting over here, a Honda SUV of some sort. Well, I got one section of my fence fixed, and then the other side is all in a lot worse shape than we thought. So guess what? I get to replace that side of it. Oh Lord, this has been an expensive month. Oh yes. Oh, but that's the way it is. There's Diane. How's your furlough from prison going? I have no idea. I think this is either a cashback or they're just new tube. So I'll respond. I'll respond to them. Yeah, but I mean they do such a good job. So not that big of a deal. It was interesting. They had record of me buying those. So we'll get there. They're really good product, and it just so we're coming in here. This is the Union Bank. It's an older building, I should say. You know what's scary is when you get old, like you get older. I don't say old. Older is that you when they say something was built in the late 60s, well, that's not too long ago, and then you're like, what? Yeah, it is. So what's new, Diane? How's prison going? Yeah. Hopes that people know I've been told that you shouldn't do that. It's like what happened to sense of humor and what happened to sarcasm? Oh dear. Good. I tell you what, I went through that broken wrist, and that's just no fun. I tell you what, that is no fun. Body. So you doing something controversial there, Anthony? So our it's going to be right here. That's our point. That's where we're going to head towards at least. This is a concrete. Like I think they called that. Wasn't that brutalism? That was a. All right. So we're going to take a look at that and mix a little bit of just a bit of Mars. Hello. If this comes out, yeah, we don't need much. Don't need much. So I might be back on for another one. I couldn't believe all the 7 out of the 8 smaller ones sold. So there is no rhyme or reason. You get, and of course, in today's times, there is just absolutely no rhyme or reason to anything. So that's why, you know, there's no "I told you so" because there is no point from where you could say I already knew because we don't know anymore about most things. Come to that conclusion. Roll with the punches. That's what I say. I actually sent them uh an email to that, and they told me where to go to, and not in a mean way, but I haven't really. I need to probably pursue it more. I'll tell you what. Once I get this last show up tomorrow, there's going to be some sitting down and studying things. I need to do that. So I have a lot of things on my mind right now. It's kind of weird. I always say a mind is a terrible thing. That's too blue. But we're going to want to kind of have this a little bit darker, and you'll see why once the tree comes in. Oops, there you go. That's already. Well, this is going to be one expensive month. I got a new laptop. I paid for a van. I fence. Oh, my poor neighbor when she was out there too, and she's offering to help a little bit with that side of the fence. And I said, ah, I will work it out. She says it's tough time. I said, don't worry about it. We'll work it. We'll work it. Don't worry. I always say you kind of got to work with people. You know, non-compromising, all that stuff. I got news for you. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take a break from the news for a while though. If you want to watch a horror movie, watch the news. Yeah. It is. Isn't it concrete and that's brutalism? And I noticed brutalism is kind of making a comeback again because it's a combination of glass and so yeah, but it's interesting this because this building has a large concrete area which would fall in line with brutalism. So what an interesting concept for a uh, architectural thing. And actually, Portland was the birth of postmodernism. We had the Portlandia building, and that was the beginning of the postmodernism movement. Just in case you're wondering, you had brutalism and modernism, and they kind of coincided with each other at the same time. You had Greek revival. There we go. All right, let's keep going here. So yeah, so I think it was that it's kind of interesting. Postmodernism brought in back in a little bit of oh the ornamentation and stuff like that. There's some really beautiful examples of postmodernism. Yeah, but the Portlandia building was actually the beginning of that. It was kind of interesting. But I understand it's a miserable place to work. Yeah, they were actually thinking of tearing it down. Well, art, I love Art Deco. Absolutely love Art Deco. New York City is just filled with Art Deco. So we're gonna mix blue, brown, and Mars black. Okay. We're just gonna get the loosey loose here. Here, and it's almost halfway up. Wow. Okay. We have a vehicles in here. And I always think it's good to have the street scene there too, you know. I mean, up to a point, you know. You really don't want to see a drive-by shooting, but let's see. Just gonna sketch him that right now. And he doesn't go all the way down. Honda. See what color I got my color one. Oh, it's great. Oh, he's cool. Oh, so then. I love Art Deco. I think it's one of the most stylish, cool movements that was ever. If you've been to New York at all, it's like a building after building after building of Art Deco. Quite interesting. That's our car here. A Hyundai, not Hyundai, Honda. What's that man? Okay, there we go. Okay. That's here's a license plate. Oregon. Oregon, not Oregon, Oregon. Or Oregon. It's Oregon. And they have absolutely no idea where the name came from. I think it's so funny. They think it was a French term for storms on the Columbia, but they're not positive on that. I snapped this picture, oh, probably a couple years ago. I think I was getting myself a vaccination that day, if I remember right, and I had some time on my hands. I have a in Tacoma. If you go into the Pantages Theater, it has a Tiffany glass. It's really wild. They said that the ceiling's probably worth more than Tacoma. Yeah. Yeah. I always say, look up. And that's not a slam against Tacoma. I hope that didn't come off that way. They just said that the fact that it's such a large Tiffany glass, I have great memories of Tacoma. I always liked Tacoma's attitude, at least when I was living there. I don't know if it's changed, but it was kind of cool. And care. So they could go screw themselves. That was the attitude. So that car is parked there. I'm gonna do a little more work on him. Then we'll start in on the tree here pretty soon. But we're gonna, oh dear, too much water. Boom, ba-dum. Da-dee-da-da-dum. Just see the rear tire. The bumper here. Got the license plate here. And we got this interesting thing here. They get too fancy with cars today. All right, we're just going to worry about that a little more. Well, a little more. Let's get this. Let's get this car kind of put in here. Doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. Who knows what car it is? But it's a Honda. Honda. Honda Motors. You can actually see through the windows a little bit here. Okay. Just doesn't seem right. I think that's a little too much of an angle. I see. I have to talk to myself. Talk myself through this. Stepping back, stepping back. Right. Isn't that awesome when they actually restore a building and you're just like, why did you cover all this up? You know, I can remember they restored this one building, I think it was in Seattle, and they're like, well, why did you cover? I mean, they put this god awful frontage on it. And he's like, why did you cover that up? And it was just gorgeous. Well, and this is going to probably irritate some people, but just like right now, the big move is to paint over wood again. And then, a few years from now, everybody's going to be taking all that off. And you're like going, yeah, I was trying to tell you, wood beautiful. And then you put this god awful white paint over the top of it, and that's it. Okay, well, I'll shut up now because I'm probably going to piss some people off. But I don't know. I just don't get it. I just, um, everybody has their own taste. That's the bottom line. Guys, there goes a half hour already. Good grief. Put some blue in with that. Still doesn't sit right. I'll be right back. Hold on. Through the mystery curtain. All right, let's get back at this. Hey, Merrick, howdy, Billy. How's it going? No worries. No worries. And I'm going to be on for a while today, so kind of my smaller ones sold way more than in the past, and so I got caught off guard with the small paintings selling so many, and so I'm having to kind of scramble here to replace them. And I'm going back and forth on my mind of, am I going to just do a complete new show? There's a little part of me with leaning in that direction right now. Okay, we're just gonna do that. And let's get that curb in. Oh, yes. What a long. No, couldn't help myself. Got excited again. Okay. I have to look up the address of this one. Not exactly sure what street this is. If it's one way this way, it's probably Washington. Either Washington or yeah, probably Washington. Buddy. So tomorrow might be a big switch out. I'm still making up my mind. There was a part of me who wants to keep the ones that haven't sold yet, but there's another part of me, let's make it a fresh new show. Yeah, so I will see. I'll call you Brenda. Brenda, how's that? Oh, Brenda. I'm not going to put too much detail in the buildings. This one is going to have some detail, but the back buildings, no, because the main star of this is going to be the tree. We haven't even put the tree in yet. Let's get going here. Like I said, this is going to be start to finish, people. And I think I'm going to do one more, so I'll just be ready. I'll be later on a little bit. I'll watch it out. What do you know? Martha Stewart. Martha. Martha, how are you doing today? How's Martha doing today? Okay, we're kind of back in here with I'm gonna squirt out some more Mars. Ba-da-da-dum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Okay, can I take a brush here? No, actually, you know what we're gonna do? Come out with my sponge here. Yeah. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum. There we go. Much better. Okay. And since we're in the perma wet season, we're going to have a little bit of reflection going on into the street because we're in perma wet. When I say perma wet, you don't understand what perma wet is here until you go to Portland. Perma wet. Everything's wet and literally wet from uh Ray J. Johnson. You could call me Ray or you could call me Leroy. Was that him? Flip Wilson. Flip Wilson show. I don't think people realize what a pioneer Flip Wilson was because that day and age, they were still pretty rigid, but old Flip Wilson, yeah. Well, I remember growing up watching Flip Wilson. I forget what night he was on, but I remember watching every one of his episodes. Funny as you can get. I kind of miss those old variety shows. They were, I had Carol Burnett. You had, those are pretty good variety shows. That took a lot of writing, though. I think that was probably part of the problem is that, you know, that was a lot of effort and to get those things out. Flip Wilson. Literally, the pavement stuff here in Portland stays wet, literally from about late October all the way to April. It never dries. That's why we grow moss. Like there's the moss here should be a state tree. Flop Wilson. Drag's made a huge comeback. Seems like everything has drag in it anymore. Which is fine. All right. Now I got the Adams Family going through my head. Bum ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum, boom, 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 ba-da-da-dum. Go do a little more work on the back here. Just a little bit. Mhm. Ba-dum. Okay, now we're getting ready to put the tree in. It's a really cool tree. So get this in and change brushes here. Talking to myself, full conversation, don't worry about it. All right. I determined that was a ornamental Japanese cherry. That's right here. Because I looked at the time of the month when I took the photograph, which was beginning of April, and they said that's when they bloom. They bloom at the end of March to the beginning of April. So I determined that's what this tree must have been, or is, I should say. It's still there. It's a beautiful tree. It's such a stark contrast to this brutalism because it's so beautiful. It doesn't have to be exact. I just kind of want to get the correct shape of it. Oh man. So, Boom, 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 boom. Mhm. Almost all the way across there. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever gardener they have is doing a great job on this tree. That's a happy tree when you walk by it. I got the back fence fixed. I could come in there and start planting some bulbs again. I held off because I figured they're going to be squished, and I would have been right. I was right. Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. I had a great conversation about AI again. And I made the comment. I said, I don't think it'll replace. You're going to have images and stuff like that, and unfortunately, you're going to have those people who are constantly buying AI images and stuff like that. But I don't think. Uh, uh, oh, what's this? Oh, really? You are with they, Mark? So we're going to tone this down just a little bit, and you'll see why. Big letters not here, but we'll worry about that. We're just going to pop it in here. I have to pop things in every once in a while, just to remind myself it's there. Mhm. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the. Let's change brushes real quick here. Ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Da-da-da-bum. Uh, I was humming the Adams Family theme. Apparently, he was the one who bringing out my fan brush here. Fan brush, fan brush. Okay, so now here's the real fun part. Now I got that one. I was down at Scandals yesterday. What, Mark? Quite a few people. We had RuPaul Day. We're going to darken this up a little bit. I can see that I need to do that already. Bum, 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 ba-da. Wasn't that River City, Iowa? Wow. Oh my God. Maybe you know it, Davis. I think this is a ornamental Japanese cherry tree that grows at Union Bank, you know, downtown. You might know. You seem to know all that. I think that I was doing a guess. Ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum. Boom. I saw an interview with Arthur C. Clarke that took place in the early 70s, and he was talking about uh, he was at I think it was at IBM, and they were showing all this, you know, huge computers and stuff like that was in the background. And he says all of this is going to be a fit on your, it's going to break down and all fit on top of your desk easily, and you'll have handheld devices that you will talk, will be able to talk video and everything. And it was amazing how accurate he was on his predictions. It was fascinating. It was like almost scary. Shadow being cast here on the Union Bank building here. I think that's still Union Bank. Who knows? Guys, things change so fast. Well, we're going to call it that at that. It's the Union Bank building. Ba-da-da-da. And don't be offended if I don't comment on everything because I can't always see what you're all saying. And meanwhile, I'm painting. Hmm. My fence guy yesterday finished my back fence, and unfortunately, the side fence is in dire need of complete replacement. So this has been an expensive month. My poor neighbor, she was like, she was going to help out a little bit. We'll work this out. Don't worry about it, but it needs to be done. So we're going to get that done. But it was cool because he was asking if he could just dump some of the rocks that he came up with. And I said, absolutely, put them over there. Because I'm going to probably on Monday, I've taken Monday off. I'm probably going to on Monday go sort through those rocks because this was the bed of an ice age lake. And I'm always looking for potential fossils. And they said that I could actually come up with fossils in some of those rocks, and there's agates in there. I could already see the agates. So I'm going to be. I love rocks. Oh, rocks. I always think it's amazing you could actually be dealing with something that's a million years old. So I just. So I'm looking forward to sorting through his rocks. Yeah. You get something kind of cool, I'll show it on Facebook. Okay, so we're getting there with this. Okay, back to this. Rinse, rinse, rinse. We'll start with a tree here pretty soon. I guess the real star of the show, but I have to get the background in. And like I said, we're going to go past the hour. So if you need to take a break, whatever, sign in, sign out. That's totally understandable, but I desperately need to get this done. I was really shocked that virtually all of the small paintings sold. And now that never happens. I mean, I get, oh, well, I told you should have small paintings. I said, trust me on this one. That this is a first. Always love that I told you so, people. Yeah, we are in some very strange times, so it's just impossible to predict anything. Okay, let's get this in here. Well, let's get this. Okay, let's go ahead and get that. I think we now can get that. No, can't. Not quite yet. Talking to myself. We need contrast. Always like Bob Ross said, you can't have light without dark. He's so correct on that one. We're going to darken that up even more. A little bit of brown, a little bit of black, and a little more white. Okay. Mm. The sunlight apparently is coming from this direction here. So that's what we're doing here, which would be about right that time of morning. And I'm going to come in here. The whole top is lit up. I just love this tree. I see it. I don't know. I love trees. So, and you just sit there and go, look at that thing. And you don't even think about how old a lot of trees are. I mean, they're just a lot older than you are. And they have known that the tree actually senses you. And so I'm not 100% sure if they actually think, which would be really wild. Mhm. Yes, it is. It's the Union Bank building. I think it's on Washington, and I think that's the oh crap, whatever's that cross street there. But we're downtown, downtown. Things will be better for you. But it's actually uh yeah, it's downtown. It's not very far from Scandals. Actually, you could walk to it. Downtown, downtown. Oh, like going, oh Lord, stop sniffing the glue. So, like I said, we're going to go past that hour. We're going to get this one done. I probably should just shut up and paint. Downtown, things will be bad for you. Welcome. And one of the biggest features of this is actually its branches. Downtown, downtown. Not sure, Anthony. Is there a time limit on YouTube? You know, Facebook has a time limit. Downtown. Downtown. Definitely not that bad. They would already cut you off a long time ago. So I really want to get this one done in one swoop. We're going to get this done. Mhm. Ba-da-ba-bum. So we're gonna move. Oh, yeah. No. Downtown. Petula card. Yep. Yeah, a little bit. Just warm that up just a little bit. Downtown. Hey, we'll get there. We're gonna get there. Need to get this done. Like I said, I was a little bit caught off guard yesterday when I went into Scandals, and I was like, oh, one size that I haven't. I don't know. I'm toying with the idea of a complete change out. I know Monroe will kill me, but I'm toying with that. Completely toying with that because I think sometimes art show gets old. Mhm. Downtown, things will be better for you. Downtown. Ba-ba-da-boom, ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-boom. Now I got downtown goes on my brain. Thank you, Mark. It's all your fault. Just want you to know. Downtown. Brendan over there just sitting quietly, Yeah. Monroe needs him down by 11, so probably about 10, between 10:15, 10:30. Okay, that would probably work. And I do have to do some thinking tonight, which is scary. It hurts my brain when I have to think. Downtown. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Okay, so I'm back in here. Remember perma-wet. We're in perma-wet season here. This one's going to take a little bit. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Right from that. I'm not sure if I'm aware of that one. Things will be better for you. Mhm. There's a roll that goes along here, so we're going to put that in. Come. But. mix up green here a little bit. And all these little plants and so on. Rinse. Down. Rinse. Downtown. Yeah. Right at you, Diane. Whoa. With the farm brush here. Downtown. Things will get better. Hey. Dum. Wet season here. When I say perma-wet, I mean it. Oh, you have to put your mindset to it. It's everything's wet, always. Very rare that it dries out in the middle of winter. Boom, downtown. Come back in here. Such a gorgeous tree. He is a do it justice here. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Closing in on it. Gonna get that automobile better. keep going here. Little bike racks here. Downtown. So it'll be better for you. Like going, oh my God. Okay. Ba-dee-dum. Keep on here. Downtown. Okay. Downtown. All right. Got this here. Cleaning that up. Step back. Doesn't seem quite right. I'll put his actual license plate in there. Probably won't appreciate that. Add just a tad bit of yellow ochre to that as we keep working on this automobile here. And all the reflections. One thing about a car, it has a lot of reflections on it. It has all these smooth surfaces. Unless the car is really filthy, then it doesn't. Downtown. Okay, couldn't help myself again. All right, let's get a small brush in here. Downtown, downtown. But Hyundai. And it's not a Hyundai, it's a Honda. Get that there. Again, another quick break. Hold on. Some good we got them. From the mystery screen. We're almost done. We're almost done. Told you it was going to go beyond an hour. So I'm going to tone that car down a little more. That's way too much water. Ding dong. All right, I'm gonna put Union Bank. Get in there, just about done. I'm thinking maybe 15 more minutes. If you bear with me, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Holy crap, all this. Hello, Billy, or Brenda, or whatever we want to call you today. All right, we're almost there. Almost there. Like I said, I need to get two more small ones out, but I don't ever have a painting that is rushed looking. You really don't ever want to do that. Just out of experience. Just out of experience. Trust me on this one. Tom. That's Portland. Yeah. Hermie wet. Except for the summertime, then it's dry and then burns up. We go from perma wet to burn up. Yeah. Union Bank. Always like that spoof that was on SNL with Exxon. We're Exxon Mobil. Get in our way, we kill you. I'm coming in with a smaller brush here. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Monday it's going to be a massive cleanup after I finally get the last bit of the artwork up and massive, massive cleanup in this art room. I'm afraid that some of the piles are starting to move by themselves. Excellent. It was like Pill Hill. We corporate headquarters for Providence, Adventus, Legacy, all here. Union Bank. Almost there. We're almost there, Diane. Almost. We'll get done with this one, and we just might have another one going on a few hours later. But I got to get everything else into place, and I've got to make up my mind if I'm going to do a massive, just total rechange. Sometimes I always say art can get old, and you don't want that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hold on. Oh, couldn't help myself. Got excited again. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Boom. Pirouette. A little too bright. Or yeah, just a tinge uh, magenta. Now we're gonna get done here in just a few minutes. I think we're almost there. Bear with me if you can. You need to take a potty break. I understand. Downtown. You're not like going, God, would he get that out of his brain? Yeah, now I gotta do some background trees here. Ba-da-da-ba-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-ba-bum. Nope, you're not gonna get it out of my head. Nope. Okay, let's got some trees in the background here. And actually, it wasn't quite the blue sky. It was kind of typical marine air mist that morning. I remember that. We need to tone that down. They had that look where the sun is going to come through. You can actually see the sun filtering through. That's why the tree was lit up, which was really cool thing. Warm that up just a tad. And you warm it up with just a little bit of Van Dyke Brown and a little more white. Things will be better downtown because it's better for you. All right. A little more white. And I'm doing a bad thing. I have a brush in my other hand. I always say never do that with acrylic, but we're gonna. And that needs to be a little wider. There we go. More white. The marine air just lays in here sometimes. And sometimes it just never lifts. So I think of all the major cities in the US, we have the least amount of sunlight. I know we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Almost there. Oops, I hit the camera. We're gonna get there. YouTube is probably like going, what the heck is with this guy? We're gonna get done. We're gonna get done. I need to get this one done. So here we go. Downtown. I'm almost done. Just bear with me. If you can. I understand if you can't. God forbid you actually have a different life. Downtown. Things will be better. Right. Let's take a look at that. Stepping back, stepping back. I keep seeing things and it's just like, oh, come on, you can do this. Start to finish, people. King of the Permawet, I know. That's Portland. On that, I think we've got it. All right. Let's sit back. Hold on. Think we got it. Yep. I think that's it. Hold on. Okay. Get the other brush out here. All right, let's do it. All right. Can hear those sound effects. The famous thumb wrench. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. All right. We got the tree at Union Bank. Take care. Thank you so much. I'll probably be back on a little bit later this evening. I'm going to give myself a few hours to get everything else. I got to do some real thinking of what I'm going to do. So, but thank you so much for joining me. You take care. Hope to see you. I'll put out an announcement if I'm back on again today because I really wouldn't mind getting one more out. So take care. Seriously. Whoa! The tree, the flowering tree at Union Bank. All right.